Hello again, and welcome to day number 139. My name is Mary, and today's story title is Elijah is Taken Away. After the death of Ahab, his son Ahijah reigned for 2 years as king of Israel. He fell out a window in his palace and died. Since he had no son, his brother Jehoram became king. The work of Elijah the prophet was now over, and the Lord was about to take him up to heaven. Elijah and Elisha went together to a place called Gilgal in the mountains, not far from Bethel. Elijah said to Elisha, "Stay here, because the Lord has sent me to Bethel." Elisha knew that Elijah would be taken from him very soon. And he said, "I will not leave you." So Elijah and Elisha walked together to Bethel. Many worshippers of the Lord called sons of the prophets because they followed the teaching of the prophets, lived in Bethel, and some of them became prophets themselves. These men came to Elisha and said to him, "Do you know that the Lord will take away your master very soon?" Elisha answered them, "Yes, I know it, but don't talk about it." At Bethel, Elijah said to Elisha, "Elisha, stay here. The Lord has sent me to Jericho." But Elisha again refused to leave Elijah. So they walked together to Jericho. From there, they walked together to the Jordan River. When they came to the bank of the Jordan, Elijah took his mantle, wrapped it together, and hit the water. The water divided on each side. A path was made across the river, and the two prophets walked across on dry ground. As they walked, Elijah said, "Ask what I should do for you before I am taken away from you." Elisha answered him, "All I ask is that your spirit come upon me in greater power than on my other men." Elijah said to him, "You have asked a great blessing. If you see me when I am taken away, it shall come to you. But if you don't see me, it shall not come." As they still went on, suddenly a chariot of fire and horses of fire came between them and parted them. And Elijah went up in a whirlwind on the fiery chariot to heaven. I will show you a picture. It says Elijah went up by a whirlwind into heaven. And here it is, the picture. Pretty neat, huh? Looks really great. Elisha saw him going up toward heaven, And he cried out, My father, my father, the chariot of Israel and the horsemen thereof. He meant that in losing Elijah, the kingdom had lost more than an army of chariots and horsemen. After this, he saw Elijah no more. But he picked up Elijah's cloak that had fallen from him with the mantle. He struck the waters of Jordan, saying, Where is the Lord God of Elijah? As he struck the water with Elijah's mantle, it parted on either side, and Elisha walked across the Jordan. The sons of the prophets who were standing near the river had not seen Elijah go up, but now they saw Elisha walking through the river alone and knew God had taken Elijah away. They said, The spirit of Elijah now rests upon Elisha. And they came to meet him and bowed down before him as their chief. So Elijah was taken away, but Elisha stood in his place as the Lord's prophet. And that was the word of the Lord. Now we come to our discussion questions. Number 1. What was going to happen to Elijah? How did Elijah feel about it? Question number 1 has 2 parts to it. So the first part says, what was going to happen to Elijah? The second part, how did Elijah feel about it? Number 2, Elisha would not leave Elijah. What does that show you about him? Elisha would not leave Elijah. What does that show you about him? Number 3, what did Elisha ask for? Do you think it was a good thing to ask? Question number 3 has 2 parts as well. First one, what did Elisha ask for? Second part, do you think it was a good thing to ask? Number 4, did Elisha see Elijah taken away? What did that mean? Number 4 has 2 parts to it. First part, did Elisha see Elijah taken away? The second part, what did that mean? And by that, we come to our end of day 139. Thank you again for attending, viewing, listening, and maybe doing the discussion afterwards. So that's great. Thank you for being there. May God bless us all until we meet again next time here. Bye-bye.